Hey guys, it's Super Comic Kevin here.
And joining today, Supreme Kai.
Alright, so I bet you guys didn't know I've talked about it in the past, but I do have a twin brother. When I'm not playing fighting games and ranking Tekken, I'm fighting against this guy and a bunch of my friends. And I wanted to start something different with my channel, start bringing my brother in, start having more content where we can talk freely about some of these games that we love. And today we're going to be talking about Street Fighter 6 and their Year 2 Season Pass. It just got announced today. And Kai, who are the guest characters that got announced?
Well, let me tell you. We got both Mai Shiranui and our personal favorite, Terry Bogard.
Yes. Along with Elena and M. Bison for this season pass. And we have a couple things to say about them. So for starters, Kai, how do you feel about them being included in the game?
Personally, I think having both Elena and M. Bison are a good choice for this season. These are two beloved characters. M. Bison may not be the most popular choice right now, but Dictator is a mainstay in Street Fighter. He should be in the game eventually, and whether it's season 2 or season 6, let's just say Dictator has a spot in this game. And Elena, that's a surprise for me. I love Elena. She was a menace in Street Fighter 4, and I cannot wait until she wreaks havoc on this current season.
And I also agree with them. So here's my honest opinion. It might be a hot take. I am somewhat tired of having M. Bison in every Street Fighter. I think we were doing pretty fine without him in 6 because he was in 5, he was in 4, he's in 3. It feels like they constantly need to bring him back and kill him off and bring him back and kill him off. They hinted about him coming back in the World Tour mode. Someone brought that up on Twitter. But it's just disappointing that he has to keep coming back into the game. And I hate to say it, there's people that's going to play him, that's going to love him. There's probably someone looking at me like, what is he talking about right now? But it just feels like sometimes we want to move on and stop bringing back the same characters over and over. Because Street Fighter has like over 30, 40 characters that they can use. Yeah. But it just feels like, especially with this game, they brought back a bunch of characters that a lot of us don't play or not even as big fans of anymore, like Dhalsim or E Honda.
Yeah, it's not that I think people are sick and tired of Bison. It's just that you just killed him off definitively last game with Nash's storyline, and I kind of thought it would take a little bit longer for him to join the roster. Personally, I'm not mad, but I do get everyone's complaints about that. They're very valid.
Now, when it comes to Elena, I'm super excited. I love Elena. I think she's so cool in Third Strike. She's always had a cool, interesting animations, moveset, and I think she's going to be a menace in 6. I can't wait to play her.
Yeah, her capoeira style is always fun to watch animation-wise, and I would love to see how they do her in Street Fighter 6. I know she's going to look awesome in that game.
And now, next, I want to talk about the guest characters, Mai Shiranui and Terry Bogard. Kai, how do you feel about them?
Terry Bogard has been a mainstay in this household. I love Terry. I think Terry's such a sick character. When he got put in the Super Smash Bros. A couple years ago, he may not have been the most popular vote, but for people like me in the hardcore fighting game heads, he really set the tone for that game.
He was in there. He was in Fighting EX Slayer.
Which I've also supported. So I love Terry Bogard. So I really hope he is a really good character in this game.
So my biggest problem with Street Fighter 6 personally was I always felt like I had a problem with my main. I never found a character that truly clicked for me. I love Manon. I got the platinum with Manon, but I just felt like she just wasn't as viable, and I wasn't as in love with this character like I thought I was going to be at the beginning. And Terry is right up my alley. He's one of my favorite characters in fighting games. I loved him since CVS 2. I loved him in every King of What Fighters. He's one of my favorite characters. He's such a cool character, rad design, and I can't wait to play him again in this game. I think that's what had me really excited. He's the character that I've kind of he's the character that I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
He's got fun special moves. He's going to be able to kind of mix it up with Luke and Ken's and the juries of that game. And I feel like they're going to treat him with a lot of respect.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm a Cammy main and a Zangief main. But I've been playing on Modern just to test out the new system. And I feel like Terry's going to be the character that's going to hold me in for classic controls. Terry feels like home no matter what game he's in, and I know for sure I'm going to have a blast playing Street Fighter 6.
And Mai Shiranui, she's obviously one of the most iconic female characters in fighting games. I love her. Everyone loves her. I can't wait to see how they have her in the RE engine. She's going to be able to do some crazy, cool shit. My only complaint is just the fact that I'm not sure if she's a character I've was desperately waiting for. Yeah. I just don't think we needed 2 guest characters in one season, especially if we're getting 4 per season.
Yeah, for 4 characters, I would have preferred 1 rep per series, but if this is a new trend that they're going to keep going for, I hope they do this for every season. Let's say we get 2 Tekken characters, and for the next season, let's say we get 2, Virtual Fighter characters.
Dead or Alive or something like that.
Yeah, I think that could be really cool. However, there is a lot of Street Fighter characters that do belong on the roster and are overdue to be returning in the game.
And that's my biggest complaint, because we've been saying Yin and Yang. People have been saying Sea Viper, Makoto,
Especially
or you know what I mean. Some even as Jokes Hakan or Dan or Sean, and it just feels like a waste of a slot when we're getting 2 guests when we only have 4 characters per season. That's my only real complaint with that.
Yeah, especially with how long it takes for a Street Fighter to get new characters as well. It is disappointing that we are not getting 4, returning Street Fighter characters, or maybe another original character. But hey, it happens to be Terry Bogard in that pack, so
I'm not
I can't get
complaining.
mad.
All right, Kai, and now lastly, I just want to ask you, if you could have replaced Terry with one character, what character would you have replaced him with? Or Mai? Like, what character did you really want to see in Street Fighter 6 so far?
Oh man, I'm an Alex player. Alex is my favorite Street Fighter character. I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, so anytime I get to play Hulk Hogan one more time, I'm always down for.
Definitely.
So like, I totally would have either took out Bison or Mai with Alex, but I don't think necessarily there's always a slot on this DLC roster.
Oh, I feel you. And then when it comes to me, I would have definitely gotten either Yun or Yang. Of course, you guys know I love Third Strike. It's my favorite Street Fighter. But Laura Matsuda from Street Fighter 5. She's one of my favorite characters ever in fighting games. I found a main. I did not think I was going to like Street Fighter 5, especially after all the bad press it got. But I fell in love with that character. And I would have loved to see what she would have done in this game, especially with drive engages and drive rushes. I think she's such a fun character. She has a great moveset. She's a grappler, but she has blast. I would love to see how she would be in this game. But for now, I'm okay with that. I'm not angry. I'm really curious to see how the rest of the season turns out. What do you guys think? Who would you guys like to see in Street Fighter 6? Let us know in the comments below. Once again, it's Super Kami Kevin
And Supreme Kai here.
signing off. You guys have a good one.
Mm-hmm.